Hey guys, Sword here, and today is going to be another episode of Operation Dome. So this is the 6th episode of the Operation Dome series. So what we're going to do is that we're going to take a look at Operation Dome in the Halloween texture pack, which is actually perfect because Halloween is coming up tomorrow. So here we are. We got our texture packs. We got the Minecraft, the default one, Mass Effect, Plastic Texture Pack, Natural, and then Halloween Texture Pack. And for those who still did not know, the Halloween Texture Pack is absolutely free. And the only thing is that the file size is 4.32 megabytes. So, if you have a hard drive, then this is nothing. But some people do not have a hard drive at all, so this could take a lot of space. So, without further ado, let's go start up the level. So, Halloween is coming up tomorrow. For those who want to answer, are you going to go trick-or-treating this year? Or if not, at least if you're going to dress up for Halloween at school or something along the matters of that, what are you going to dress up as? So, it's kind of fun that at my work, we're able to actually dress up. Even though it's only for like a few hours, at least for the morning shift people, they're able to dress up because they can just go home right after their shift is done. For the night shift, I don't know if people are going to actually dress up because, of course, it's going to get all messy, it's going to get dirty a bit, but if they want to, they want to. So, we could actually dress up at work, so that's pretty fun. I wonder for Christmas, are we going to have Santa hats? That's going to be fun, too. But either way, here is Operation Dome in all its beauty. We got the bookcases, the enchantment table, we have the chests that have a mouth. It wants to eat you. And there's no one else in the world because there have been a lot of power spikes. Honestly, there have been like 10 power spikes to where I couldn't even make a recording. So if this video is up, then this video was successful in the recording. So I didn't really want to actually invite anyone because it got really frustrating because I was so mad that I couldn't get a recording done. So let's just hope that this is successful. And again, if this video is up, then it's successful. So this is the Halloween texture pack. You have till the end of November 3rd to actually download it, and it's absolutely free. And if you don't download it by November 3rd, then you're not going to be able to get it, of course, because they're going to take it off of the store. So, yeah, there's no reason not to download this. So for those who have already downloaded before the end of November 3rd, you'll be able to keep it. It's just like the birthday skin pack, where they released it for about a week and people want to know how you got it even after it ended. So yeah, it's a limited time deal. Get it while it's still here, and if you don't get it, then I am sorry for you. Ah, Wolfies. Hello, Wolfies. You're so adorable in this texture pack. The untamed wolves are weird, but you guys are cute. And this is my only complaint for 4J. Apparently, the maximum amount of breeding wolves have been reached. And this is kind of a weird thing. Is that every now and then my wolves will disappear if I die. So all my wolves will actually disappear, and once they disappear, they'll apparently still register them as being here. I don't know why. It just does so. Right now I have 9 wolves when I should be having 10, and usually what I do is that I'll start breeding the wolves until I finally get my 10. But apparently it's already been maxed out. So if this is a bug or a glitch, I would like 4J to maybe fix this, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people have been experiencing the same thing as well, or one matter or another, but it's just a minor thing. They can work on it if they want to. If they don't have time to, then it's understandable. It's just one of the things that they could actually look over or look at. Either way, piggies, half skeletons, half pigs. Then we got the hellhounds for the cows, and then for the sheep, what do the sheep look like? I forgot what the sheep look like. Is that a sheep? That's a sheep. There you are. Sheep. I don't know. Is it a mummified sheep? Looks like mummified. Either way. Yeah, if you could obviously tell, we've already started making the glass. The glass wall, the glass ceiling. I already went ahead and actually started going all the way towards the middle and going all 4 directions, so that if anyone goes up there, you'll be able to actually take a look at the entire world as it is. And right now, it's getting a little bit more and more snowed on, so it kind of looks ugly. Especially when there's a lot of spots here and there. And interesting enough, it actually helps us to know where one chunk is and the other chunk, or one chunk starts and where the other chunk ends. But that's the thing, it's kind of hard to tell since we've been moving around a lot, which what I'm going to have to do one of these days is pretty much go back to where Operation Dome first started, go directly in the middle, wait about a good hour or so that the snow would be here and the snow will disappear, keeps filling up, go to creative mode and take a look at where each chunk is, so that we'll all know where does a chunk begin, where does a chunk end. Either way, so of course, Operation Dome is that a series of my friends and I gonna encase the entire world in glass, legitimately. So, we're doing this legit. It's gonna take a while. And one person said that we could do at least a sand generator if we actually run out of sand, so if that's something that has to do with the game mechanics, then we could actually work with that. It's not technically cheating, it's just like using a cobblestone, or the cobblestone maker where you have lava and water, right? It's a game mechanic, so you could actually work with that. So, that's what we have to do. This is a behind the scenes. We're gonna actually do this manually, just pretty much. This is what I have to do every now and then when I start actually making the wall and start actually putting up the ceiling. So, there we go. Halloween. I like the texture pack, and if you guys haven't noticed, that's the house for just in case and snipe you in the face. So they have two houses, one right there and one right there. That's my tree dome, there's my dog house, Satarui's home is somewhere around that area, and Diamond Noodle's home's over there. So everyone has their house. Just make sure that we get back to work after the house is made, because we need to get some work done. Obviously, with that whole thing, a lot of work has been done. Just, I keep falling every now and then, so that's kind of the hazard of it. Even after I'm crouched, I still fall, which is kind of a little bit ridiculous, but it happens. Nothing we can do about that. So, there we go. Again, everyone else has left the party by now. We've actually tried recording this about a good 10 times, and it didn't work, so hopefully this video will actually work. And if you hear the clicking, of course that's just me. I can't do anything about that unless if I were to get a silent controller. Do they actually make those? I laugh if they do. And one person actually suggested that I do a click removal on the whole entire thing, but here's the thing, it doesn't actually quite work. I've tried it, it doesn't quite work. So, sometimes it's actually hard to pick up clicking noises when a person is speaking, because otherwise you're going to have to silence the clicking noises, and it gets a little bit confusing, or stop doing the commentary and go for the clicks, and then hopefully it will actually recognize the clicks while a commentary or the video game music is happening. So it's kind of impossible to actually remove the clicks. But it's no different from when a PC person goes on the keyboard and you hear the keyboard clicking or the mouse clicking. So it's kind of essentially the same thing. It's just something you gotta get used to. Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. What does the steak look like? Looks like a shoe. I don't know about you, that looks like a shoe. I'm eating a shoe. Well. So, here it is. The wonderful, wonderful little bridge that I've made, including the whole entire... Oh, hey, the sun's starting to set, and the moon is starting to rise. Oh, well. So, this is pretty much right in the direct middle. Y-axis 0. So... yeah, I've taken some time to actually work on this, so if anyone wants to go on top of here, they'll be able to, and then they could take a look at the entire world. And of course, the sun is setting, and I can't place a bed on glass, so it's going to turn into nighttime. It's going to get quite hard to see, and I apologize for that, but that's something I cannot do. Because I really don't want to actually go all the way down there and just start over going back to the top. Just way too much work. Especially when I have so much glass, it'll be kind of counterproductive. So Halloween is coming up tomorrow, and again, what are you guys gonna go as? I'm probably gonna wear the camouflage suit so I could have the pants, the shirt, and the hat. So I could go as that. Again, if my friends could go trick-or-treating, I'll just join them, have a fun time, because I don't have to work that many hours for that day, so I'm gonna be very happy about that. So what else is gonna happen? All I know is that my family's not gonna give out candy. Because every year, the kids would walk on the lawn. There's a sidewalk for a reason. You do not have to walk on top of the lawn. There's no respect for people's property anymore. They actually leave trash, they actually leave candy wrappers, and they made a mess on my father's lawn. Look at that, I'm in the direct middle, if you could actually see that. 0 and 0. The direct middle of the entire world. So where am I going to go from here? Oh yeah, if you could actually see it, you can see where the snow ends. Well, there's a little bit spots here and there because snow actually started to form there, but you can see where the spot ends and where the next chunk begins. But it was up to the point where my father says, no more giving out candy. Because every time when he actually tries to grow some grass on the lawn, because there's a lot of dirt patches here and there if you actually take a look at my star videos on my other channel. There's a lot of dirt patches, and every time when he tries to grow some grass in the area, the kids will actually start stomping on them, or they just start walking on them, and the grass will never grow. You could say that he should have trying to grow the grass at an earlier rate, but even then, once the grass grows, the kids will still walk on them, and they kill the grass little by little. But, yeah, it's just to that point where he says, no more giving out candy. So, we don't give out candy anymore. Sorry. And if anyone actually tries to trick us or tries to egg our house, then that's going to be a bad case scenario. Because you know exactly what's going to happen if someone actually causes some vandalism on someone else's property. It's not going to go so well. It's all fine in the cartoons, but in the real world, it doesn't work that way. Okay. So what else is there to talk about? All I know is that I'm going to be doing Operation Bedrock in the Halloween texture pack, so we could look forward to that. And yeah, I gotta say crouch because I really don't want to fall. It's kind of hard to actually put glass down in this one spot area. I'm not that good yet. But Operation Bedrock is going to be with the Halloween texture pack, and of course it's going to be 2 days late, but still in the Halloween spirit where everybody's going to be eating their candy, so it's going to be somewhat of a good time right there. The window panes look so different. They actually do. And the moon. Why can't we put a bed on glass? That's what I want to know. If we were able to, this would be a lot easier. Well, in any case, if it seems too dark, I'm just going to adjust the gamma on this little area so that you could actually see what's going on, and then I have to change it back when daytime actually arrives. So there's going to be a little bit of editing. And you guys probably did not know about that until I actually said it right here and then and now. Oh well, the magic of editing, especially with gamma correction, it's pretty useful, especially for dark areas. So that's why when a person goes absolutely dark setting, it could actually look good. Or it'll actually pretty much look well. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. I don't even bother with the gamma setting on the Minecraft anymore because when I forget that I have it at 100% and when I look at sand, it's so bright it hurts my eyes. And at times it's given me a headache before too, especially when I don't get that much sleep. So it's pretty much for my own sake and my own health that I don't put the gamma setting up to 100 anymore. 13 minutes and we're still going. I'm kind of impressed. Really hope that everything goes well again, because I really don't want to start over. It's very frustrating to start over a recording. Like, a lot of people don't know about that. A lot of people don't know what it takes to actually make a recording, and you try to make it as best as you can, and then all of a sudden it just cuts off, or something goes wrong and you have to start over. Every time you have to start over, you get a little bit more and more irritated. There you go, irritated. To the point where if you've taken like 8 tries to make a recording, you're not going to sound all that happy. You'll try to play it off, but there's still that little bit of a tone of voice where you sound very annoyed. I'm not too sure if you guys could actually pick it up on my videos, unless it's right there right now, but at some times I've actually made some recordings where I'm a little bit of annoyed and hoping that the recording will actually work out in the end. I've noticed it in some parts, but I'm telling you guys the truth is that at times I do get a little irritated in my videos and I really don't hide it well. Because this is how I'm feeling. It's like, oh my god, I just want to get this over with so I can actually work on something else. But it's just, it is what it is. And then there's some people actually said that I'm mean to my friends, but like I said in the comments, I don't say it in the video itself, but in the comments I say that we've taken at least 2 hours to actually record this one video. I'm a little bit irritated, and when other things go on, that kind of makes things a little bit worse, and then I actually react to it in a negative way, and I really gotta work on that. I honestly do. So I apologize if I sound too mean to my friends or if I sound bossy. It's just, during the recording, there's a lot of stuff has gone down, and what they see, they only see what's going on in the video and not what has gone on beforehand. Because you never know. I could have gone into a big argument with my friend, and then I decided to actually start up a video afterwards, and I start to be a little bit more irritated or a little bit rude, quote unquote. But hey, like I said, it's something I need to work on, and something I should not really be taking all that serious. But it happens. Everyone's been there. Just not many people have made videos every single day, or they try to make videos and something goes wrong along the road. It gets really irritating. It honestly does. Why are there so many jet planes flying overhead, and why are there so many cars speeding down the road? Oh well. Probably people are getting ready for Halloween. I've already seen some haunted houses already set up. Some people are already wearing a costume. I already saw... It was cool. I actually saw one of the kids actually dress up as a colonel and gone on into a store. It was kind of cool. And they won first place in the costume contest. That was actually pretty creative right there. So let me see. I'm almost there. Then this will be a little bit faster since I already have a 2-spot bridge going on here. So we'll probably work on this in sections maybe, or we're going to continue on with the whole just putting the lines left and right across the world. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should we actually do this in sections, or we should just continue on making the bridge like that one over there? That big bridge that we started off on. Off on is just weird. It's a weird combination of words, honestly. It's kind of like almost a, what's it called? Not redundance. It's almost like an oxymoron. And for those who don't know what oxymoron is, it is a contradiction of itself. Just like when you say someone is productively lazy. A lazy person cannot be productive. So yeah. Or icy hot, for that matter. That is a contradiction of itself. Or even Skittles. Or no, was it Juicy Fruit? Not Juicy Fruit. What was it called? Starburst. There we go. Remember the Scottish Asian man? Or was it Irish Asian man? I don't even know. It's still a contradiction. It's fun. I like those commercials. They need to make more of that. It's a juicy contradiction. Doop, bap, beep, boop, bap. The moon is setting and the sun is rising. Hello. Now we can have some more light here, and that's when the gamma is going to be turned off soon. Or now. I don't know. You probably will notice during the recording. Or the video. And this is where it gets a little bit faster. This is why I want to actually do this, so that we don't actually have to stay crouched. We have a little bit more room so that we don't fall. So if I go left or right, then yeah. And be careful. This spot is not full. Or it's not been filled. See? Right there, that little glass right there. It's because we want to put up the windows panes all the way up here. Glass panes. Why do I call them windows panes? Probably because they are windows panes. Who am I kidding? If I say windows panes, you guys exactly know what I mean. And then there's going to be the other people saying, oh, you don't even know what it's called. Whatever. The only thing I have to worry about, I think, is that if I'm going to fall, then it's going to suck. Because I have to go all the way back and go to the place where I died and pick up everything that I've lost. So hopefully I did not lose everything. Got to keep track. So what do you guys think of the Operation Dome? And if you could give us a prediction of when will this be done, give us a prediction. Because honestly, this is a lot faster than Operation Bedrock, of course. So you don't have to worry about this taking about a year and it doesn't seem like too much progress has been done. Making fun of myself now. What a sad little bean that I am. But hey, Operation Bedrock, it seems so impossible to do. Operation Dome is just easier than doing Operation Bedrock. And then, of course, Operation Blackout is going to be the exact same thing as Operation Dome, but instead we're going to be using obsidian. So at least we don't have to worry about creepers blowing that up because they won't be able to. We don't have to worry about things breaking easily, like glass. The only thing that we have to worry about is if we mess up on an obsidian block, then we're going to have to mine it. There's literally like little room for mistakes here. So, it's going to be good. It's just the only thing that we have to worry about is pretty much finding all the lava and getting all the obsidian from there. And if we run out of lava spots, then we could go to the nether, get some buckets, and collect the lava from there, and then put it back into the... Is this the overworld? Is that what it's called? I don't even remember, but in the normal world, then we could just place them down, and then we could actually make obsidian blocks out of that. It's just sad that you cannot make an infinite source of obsidian. Is there such thing as an obsidian farm? Because if so, I would like to know how that works. Alright. Oh. I need to double check everything now. Doop boop 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 boop. Aw. There we go. Oh, there we go. So, this is gonna... I'm pretty sure that this is gonna be done within another, like, 2 months or so. Just depending on if we get more and more people here. Because we already got 2 new people. We got McButterman, 467, and we've also got Soundest Cub. He's been gone for a while, and then he came back. And we also have Soul Clip, we have Jub Jub Eh, we have Sutarui, then... we have Salvi16, we have Wheeler262, McLolly still needs to come back, but he doesn't have an Xbox right now, and hopefully when he comes back with the Xbox, he'll be able to play with us again. I miss McLolly. He was very, very funny. And pretty much every time when he joins the game, he makes everybody laugh. So he's a good guy overall. He has a great personality. There we go. So we're done with that bridge. Now I gotta go over there and do this bridge. Wait, let me save just in case, because if snow actually starts to spawn, then I want to run back all the way back to the middle as quickly as possible so that there's going to be less damage with the snow, because snow looks absolutely ugly in this entire world. This used to be a world where there was no snow whatsoever, but now with one of the updates of 1.7.2, that's when all the snow came by. And I guess 4J can't do anything to fix that. Because it's been that long, and nothing has been done about it. Oh well, can't complain. And Operation Bedrock is actually pretty helpful if we want to get rid of all the water. All we have to do is just break one ice block, fill it up with gravel or sand, and just keep on going until all the water's gone. Look at the positives. Oh, look at this beautiful land. This ungenerated land that has not been covered up by snow. Ah, it looks beautiful. No, I gotta go with this side. Let me try to see if I can actually do this. If I can, that'll be cool. Hey, I can do this. I just don't want to push my luck. I just gotta be careful. Keep focus. If I blink, that's when things could go wrong. Like they say, in a blink of an eye, something could happen. Whew. Huh. It's not so bad. I'm actually quite good at this. Well, at least this will go faster now, just as long as I don't fall, but hey, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna fall. I know for a fact I'm gonna fall. Cause it's just one of those things that, like, you're in the zone where you just don't want to blink, and if you blink, you feel like you're gonna mess up. How far am I? You know what? I'm gonna actually go to that end. Because I've already set the base to where I know that I'm gonna fall if I go all the way to the end. Because again, like I said, I did not do the absolute wall or the absolute end. So if I actually go over, that's when I'm gonna fall. And I've done that several times and I've gotten myself killed because of that. Oh, I'm gonna need some food. There we go. So right there, that's the absolute end. You can't build anything near after that. So if I were to go here and then continue on, I'm gonna fall. So that's what I don't want to do. That's the opposite of what I want to do. Okay, going back over there. Well, on the bright side, if I do fall, at least I'll land in the water. So hopefully Halloween will go better this year than it did last year. Just saying, because there's always a time of the year where, like, or sometimes one year is great, the other year is terrible compared to the last year or the previous year or the year before. So let's see if this year will actually go great. Because what I did kind of notice is that the holidays are sort of dying out. Because last year, there was a lot of people participating. Or no, 2 years before, a lot of people were participating. Then last year, it seemed like less people were participating. And for this year, I want to know if people are either going to participate as much as they used to or not. It was the same thing with Christmas. Because, like 2 years ago, a lot of the houses were actually decorated with the Christmas lights, including our house. And then the year after that, there were less houses actually decorating, or less houses were decorated with Christmas lights. So I wonder how it's going to go with this year. It's kind of like a trend. When something starts to die off, it kind of dies off, and it's kind of actually hard to get everyone back into the spirits of the holiday to where everyone wants to participate again. Have you guys ever noticed that kind of trend? I just need to know. I want to know if it's just not only this city or something like that. Do they really have to bark at everything? At any given sound, they'll start to bark. If they hear anything that's out of the ordinary in their ears, they'll actually start to bark. Just weird like that. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about if you have a dog. If they start barking for no reason whatsoever, if they see like a leaf falling down in the background, they think it's something like a threat and they'll start barking at it. Especially when the oldest dog in this house is actually partially blind. And could be partially deaf as well, because it doesn't seem to listen. Alright. Although, I'm going to end off this with a rant, and I wonder if you guys see this as well. Parents who dress up, and they take their baby in a carriage to go trick-or-treating. Do you think that is good or bad? I would like to know. In my opinion, it is kind of bad. Because one, the baby obviously cannot have candy. And also the baby itself, because I don't know if it's a he or her. So I'm just going to say, no, that's too rude. He or she, there you go. In the stories or in writing, you have to say he or she. Because it's proper like that. My mistake. So the baby, he or she, will not remember anything of Halloween up till the age of maybe 4 or 5. So there is no point to actually take your baby out to trick-or-treating when they're not going to remember anything about it. So it's kind of unfair for the child itself. Or her, himself, herself. I gotta stop saying it. But either way, I honestly think that the parents should not be trick-or-treating with their baby if the baby's not going to remember. Or that, in fact, the baby cannot have candy. It's just, there's no point. It's just a bit of an excuse for the parents to go trick-or-treating, even at their age, however old they are. It's fine if the child is like 5 years old and you want to take them trick-or-treating with you, because of course you got to watch the child. But as a baby of 1 to 3 years old, they're not going to remember anything about that. Just saying. So what do you guys think about that? Do you think it is proper for the child to actually go trick-or-treating and it's starting to snow? Oh my god, the snow is starting to form. Oh god, you can see it happening already. I gotta get out of here. No, what? No. I'm not gonna accept that. There we go. This is why I save. This is why I save every now and then. Something like that, I'm not gonna accept. Because it's just gonna make the world ugly. Where was I, actually? I gotta check. I don't care if I have to start over from what point I began, is that if the snow starts to form, that's going to be a major problem for me because that beautiful land is going to turn ugly. And I don't want that to happen. But like I just figured out, I could actually do the whole glass placement a lot faster now. So I'm okay with it. But again, back to the question at hand. Do you think that a parent or parents should actually go trick-or-treating with their 1 or 3 year old daughter or son, even if they're not going to remember it and they can't have the candy. Okay. Not so bad. Wait, the world is ungenerated. Am I going to die? Okay, there we go. Squid. I'll leave you alone. For now. In the spirit of Halloween, I'm going to leave you alone. There we go. So that being said, I'm SorKing090. Have a nice day, everybody. Happy Halloween. Be safe out there. Always check your candy. And stay out of trouble. Of course, not many people are going to listen to me, but hey. Have a nice day.